Finding out about the past. Manuscripts. One of the ways to learn about past is manuscripts. Manuscripts are books and are named so because they were written by hand long time ago. Manu in Latin means hand. They were typically written on palm leaf, on specially prepared bark of a tree known as birch and grown in Himalayas. Over the years, some manuscripts have been destroyed by insects and some have been preserved in temples and monasteries. There are manuscripts on religion, life of kings, medicine, science, epics, poems, and plays were written in Sanskrit or Prakrit. Inscriptions. Another way of learning about past is inscriptions. Inscriptions are writings on hard surfaces like stone or metal. Records of victories, orders from kings, etc. were inscribed on these surfaces. Archeologists. Archeologists are people who make use of different things to study the past. They dig the earth, find and study brick buildings and objects such as tools, weapons, pots, pans, ornaments and coins which may be made of bone, baked clay or metal and survive for a long time. Archeologists also study bones of animals, birds and fish to get an idea of what people ate apart from burnt seeds of grain which survive in charred form. Historian, people who study past, use the word source to refer information found in inscriptions and manuscripts. Historians and archaeologists use sources like clues to fit information like a jigsaw puzzle, and knowing about the past becomes an adventure for them. One past or many. Lives of herders or farmers, kings and queens, merchants and craftspersons was different, so these groups of people had different pasts. Even today, life of people living in Andaman and Nicobar is different from those in cities as far as supply of food is concerned. More is known about kings as their records are available in contrast to ordinary men whose records are not available. What do dates mean? Dates are counted with birth of Christ as reference point. For example, 2000 means 2000 years after the birth of Christ, which can also be written as AD 2000, AD Anno Domini. Similarly, BC 350 means 350 years before the birth of Christ. Decipherment. Scholars understand the languages written on inscriptions through a process called decipherment. To explain this example, we will consider an inscribed stone that was found in Rosetta in Egypt, which had inscription in 3 different languages, Greek and 2 forms of Egyptian. Scholars who could read Greek could also figure the corresponding sounds and letters from Egyptian.